Welcome to part 2 of our garden transformation. You alright in there?
Yeah.
It's quite spacious. Well, you can probably see the snow. We're currently in a compost drive-through. Literally you drive up, you pay, and they load your compost on. Welcome to round 2 of the garden. We are starting on the raised beds. Knock knock. Who's there? Is this your dog house now? I think so. Hi. So, we've mixed, or I haven't, Marcus has, topsoil and compost, multi-purpose compost in there. We've left about that much gap because we're going to put bark on top of the plants. I'm also probably the worst at updating you guys, and this is going to be the most choppy vlog. Basically, last night I spread some seed and fertilizer, grass seed and fertilizer, because as you can see, oh, where's my finger? You got that massive patch there. Basically, we did a bonfire, not directly on the grass, but basically it burnt through. And then, I mean, at the moment where the shadows are, like at the back there, especially that corner, it rarely gets any sunlight, especially now with the shed as well. And the grass is just completely dead there. There is literally nothing. So what I did, I spread some seed and fertilizer, mixed some topsoil and compost, and basically just covered the whole garden, because the most luscious grass we have is that end there. Like, it's so thick and it's like the best grass ever. But because we're having another raised bed put in there, that's still due to be put in. Yeah, that's all coming up. So I'm just basically trying to get the rest of the grass back up and working now that we don't have the dogs for a week and the weather's nice, so we just got to keep on top of it. And yeah, I don't know if I've shown you what the outcome of the raised beds are so far. Some of the plants in there aren't planted in there, but I just popped it up there because I was watering and sorting the grass. So yeah, some bits on there at the moment is temporary, and I am showing you from my window just as a quick update, because I forgot to vlog that I did the grass yesterday. And this is what the garden looks like now. It's been some time since I've recorded, because one, I keep forgetting when I do my gardening. I just get so into it, I forget to record it, which is really bad of me. But I hope you can see the comparison of how much better the grass is. Literally no gaps at the back, just thick luscious grass. The bit in the grass where we burnt it with the bonfire is completely gone. As you can see, it's like really thick grass. Ignore the little yellow patches, that's from the dogs. That is a very recent thing. We had them around, and yeah, sadly that's going to be a continuous work whenever they're around. Yeah, that's, I think, why a lot of people just get turf. But I don't want to. I really enjoy working with the garden and working on the grass. So spring as it is, it's actually really nice to have real grass. And yeah, the last raised bed is in, the plants are thriving. Let me give you a closer look as to what's been done, what's been planted, and show you the final results of the raised beds. So because the garden slants, if we were to make this raised bed the same level as the rest of the garden, it'd be really high. So I opted for like a little step down, which I think it just adds a nice little dimension to the garden. But yeah, yet to be filled in. This is the garden so far. Got my little strawberries growing. Actually got quite a few on here. And then I've got these roses from Frost's. This one is a English Miss, so it's giving a nice blush pink, but you can already see nice little pink blooms on them. And there's quite a lot, and we were quite concerned about getting roses because I've heard that they can be really fussy with the soil. This is meant to be a dwarf sunflower that I'm failing at miserably. It was meant to be a competition at work, so who can grow the biggest, but as you can see, it's not. Literally, it was thriving inside, and I put it outside in the sun, and yeah, I think some bugs got to it. And then we've got the lovely lavender that the bees are having some great time on. And this is, I think, like doubled in size. But yeah, look at them. That's my blueberry bush. That's due to go into the other raised bed, and apparently I need two, so I need to go and get another one. This is my favourite one. So white roses are my absolute favourites, and this is the variety that we've got. And as you can see, they're also blooming. And then we've got some mint in the back. It's Moroccan mint in the pot. That has to be contained, otherwise it goes wild. And this was the most randomest pick. They're also from Frosts, and I think it was the best decision ever because the bees are loving it, and it looks absolutely beautiful when it's fully in bloom. And it's one of these. No idea what they are, but they look really pretty and it works well. And we've got 3 bushes of these because they're soft stemmed, so yeah, they need each other sort of to support. And I think the flowers are sort of withering away now, so they're past their prime, but they're beautiful. And then this was my favourite pick. I mean, it's not the sunniest day, so the flowers look a bit sad today. But basically they're white petalled and inside it's purple. So we've got 2 bushes of those, and then we've got one with just normal yellow inside. And then this is chives. This is thyme. It's common thyme. And then, yeah, that's all the plants we've got in this garden so far. But yeah, more to be in that one. So we've now come to the front garden, which I think had the most transformation. It was all just bark before and those bushes, and it was all dipping towards the house. So we leveled it out, and raised beds again were the next best option, and just left the decorative stone run around to frame the whole garden. And the pots are temporary. They're holding the plants that are due to go in the raised bed. I hope you enjoyed our little garden updates and the progress reports. I know that this one has been a little bit choppy, just because we've been just getting on with it as of when we can, and I keep forgetting to, record the progress, but I hope you can see what you can do with these little gardens, new build gardens, and I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration. I thought we did a little bit something different that we haven't seen around the development anyway, with our front garden, just because of what the ground gave us. So by the front door, there's this, call it cement, but where the slabs have been laid for the front door sort of caves in, so we couldn't actually put the raised bed all the way. And the plan wasn't to have raised bed, but basically like a retention wall, because the ground dipped in towards the house. So yeah, we basically just had to work with what we had, and I think it just turned out really nicely because we have the slate stones running up the little alleyway that we have, and we basically just continued that all the way around, and I think it just framed it really nicely. And my arm is killing me, but yeah, so the only thing we've got to do now is fill the last raised bed. And then my dad just sent me a photo that he's working on our little outdoor dining table, if you can call it that. He just sent me that. Basically they've just done the frame. I'll insert a photo if I can, I hope. And then on top of that, we're just going to have wooden slats, same colour as the rest of the pallet furniture that we did, which basically just matches the colour of the raised beds. So all around we've got the same sort of dark oak theme, which wasn't what we were aiming for, but we actually quite like it. So we didn't want to do anything grey. We wanted to keep it natural, wood themed colours. So I think it worked out really nice, especially with the bark little chips that went on top of the raised bed and all. So yeah, that's all I've got. If you want to continue following our journey, follow our home account. I do run it, so I say it's my home account. But yeah, any progress, anything, I'll always be posting on there. And in terms of house updates, I'm thinking of doing a review, how we've been getting on, having been in the house for a year, which is coming up soon. It's June now, and we would have been in the house for a year in August. So I think we'll do like a 1-year review as to how things have been getting on. So yeah, watch out for that. And I'm still trying to figure out what kind of videos to post on here because, yeah, life just, you know, so much is happening, but not very interesting stuff. So, yeah, stick around if you want. If you got any questions, pop it down below. I'm happy to answer them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this garden transformation. Finally got there with part 2. I know it's not complete, as in we haven't done like a complete reveal, but I think you get the idea and we're pretty much there. So yeah, who knows, it might be a part 3, but I'm not promising anything because part 2 took us quite some time, considering we started this whole garden project in like February half term, and now we're towards the end of June. So yeah, it's taken us quite some time, but you know, there's no rush. Your house, your home is a continuous project, let me tell you. And to be honest, the fact that we haven't even been here for a year, I think we made pretty good progress for that short period of time. So yeah, I'm in love with the garden. It's my little piece of heaven. I love sitting out there, especially on a warm summer night, reading my book. I've actually completed quite a few books out there, so it's just lovely. It's really, really nice. So thank you for watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.